my dears, how familiar are we with synonyms, antonyms, and analogies?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Some are good. Some of us.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So, synonyms, just for an overview, because it seems to be a review for some of us. Synonyms are one of two or more words or expressions of the same language that have the same meaning in some or all senses. Okay, that's a lot of words for basically words that mean and do the same thing. Okay, that's very wordy. Antonyms, on the other hand, a word of opposite meaning, much similar. Simpler. Simpler. Okay? And then we have analogies, which is a very confusing concept, because typically we think about these as metaphors, but what they are is really comparisons. So these are comparison between two things, typically to explain or clarify. So sometimes it's easier to understand if you put it in the context of an analogy. And then a thing which is comparable to something else in significant respects. Okay, we'll practice with those a little bit too. They're a little more complicated because it's much more abstract than just they mean the same or they mean opposite. So they are all related, and they deal specifically with relationships between words. So can we use them for the same meaning? Can we use them for opposite meanings? Can we use them to compare things to each other? They are similar. Some are a better choice than others, and that's because of diction, which is what?
Word choice.
Word choice. Thank you, Luke. Diction is word choice. And connotation. Do we remember connotation and what that kind of means? Somebody else. Love you, Luke. Somebody else. Connotation. Avery.
It's the meaning, the deeper meaning behind the words.
Right, okay, so that's really close. The deeper meaning, or the feeling that the word gives you. So we know the diction, the actual definition. So we know the word choice, the denotation, which is the definition, and the connotation, which is the feeling that the word gives us. So again, diction, word choice, connotation, the idea or feeling that we get from the word. All right, now we're going to play a little bit of a game. Okay, so we have synonyms, antonyms, or neither. Okay, so each of these boxes I have two words, and with your table group in just a moment, you are going to decide whether you think these two words are synonyms, antonyms, or neither. Or you can say, we do not know. We have just simply no idea. And then I'm gonna, if we need to, I'll show you a sentence for context to see if that clarifies some things, like we do on Words on Wednesday. And these words are from Words on Wednesday, so some of them should be familiar. So first, with your table groups, discuss whether you think brusque and abrupt are synonyms, antonyms, or neither.
Yeah.
They sound
They both
like
have-
very like
Should I
broad
do
and
should I do a cool little logo?
This is a discussion.
Oh,
and
wait,
then
you know
we'll
what I
play
can do?
this
It's
is
synonyms.
Okay.
My team name is trying to be AIDS.
No.
Don't. I love this, and I want you to use it, but please, we're going to use those in just a minute.
Oh, shoot.
Should have explained that. I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
no, it's the smell of margarine.
Who wants to write it?
Okay, what do we think? I'll take a couple of options. You know what? Neither. Okay, interesting. Why neither? Because Natalia said. Okay. All right. Anybody say something other than neither? Luke, what do we think?
Synonyms.
Synonyms. Why do we think synonyms?
They both have the letters B-R-U in them.
They both have the letter. And so they are similar. Okay, I like that. Anybody put anything different? You want to put antonyms?
Oh, wait.
Antonyms. Okay. Aiden, what did you think?
No, I was just gonna give more evidence for
Even more.
Luke's.
Okay, I'd like to hear it.
Abrupt is like huzzah, and brusque is like. Wait, no, they're antonyms.
Wait, no. Okay, would it be helpful if we saw the words in context?
Yes.
Okay, so here, we have my grandfather can be brusque and impatient. And his abrupt response to the question made it clear that he was not interested in discussing the matter further. What do we think?
Synonyms.
Synonyms. How much does the context help? A ton. Okay.
A lot.
Synonyms. Okay,
Sounds like a
excellent.
brusque wind.
Okay, now with your table groups, we're going to do the same thing, but for the words regale and captivate. Regale and captivate. Okay, talk amongst yourselves.
Alright, is it
Regale
captivate
and
like breathe?
captivate.
Is neither.
Is it captivate like breathe?
Yeah, like
Do they mean like
you captivate
completely opposite?
And then regale is like reveal?
No. So
I just,
I think regale is like a gathering. Like kind of like a party. 'Cause I had you know that build a boat thing?
They'll captivate.
You know in 6th grade gifted.
Theoretically though, that means they would be similar.
You know, like,
We're going.
yeah.
So let's do the sentence for context because we don't seem to have a settled upon category. So he regaled his wife with a colorful account of the afternoon meeting. And then a speaker's eloquence and captivating storytelling held the audience's attention for the entire hour-long presentation. How captivating.
I did nothing wrong.
What do we think now?
Synonyms.
Synonyms.
I shot.
Synonyms.
I blame.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is why. This is why it's in. This is this is why it's important to read for context clues and connotations surrounding the word that's underlined. Okay. What about vilify and verbose? Same thing. Discuss.
But they got.
Vilify and verbose.
I think that's a thing. They got.
I feel like it's
Yeah, I feel like
But you were
there's no
wrong
way it's
last
synonym. No way it's synonym, right?
never wrong.
No way. We're not feeling it's synonym.
Maybe it's
You think I'm
anti.
trying to trick
We know what verbose means. It was words on Wednesday, but I forgot like the exact.
I'm gonna take a 50-50. Intimate. Intimate.
I feel like it's neither.
But you guys can go against each other.
I
Go
say.
with what it says.
Whoa, what?
But Luke was wrong last time.
Yes, we were wrong last time.
I got a 10 out of 10 on that.
Return to me. What do we think? Aiden,
I'm
love
gonna
it.
say solid antonym.
Solid antonym. Okay. Hope, what did you think?
We're just saying synonym.
Synonyms. Because they're both V's. Kyler thinks I'm using reverse psychology really well. They're both my V's. Luke?
Neither.
Neither. Someone else said neither. Neither. Okay. Neither is the correct answer. Okay, let me show you the sentences here. It is unfair to vilify someone simply because they have a different opinion or belief.
Oh, vilify? Maybe like make them a
Okay, and
villain?
then the article was, I forgot to underline verbose, but you know, the article was so verbose that it was difficult to understand the main point the author was trying to make. Okay, do these words have any association or relationship with each other? Not really, though they are both fun. So what do we think based on the context of that sentence that vilify means?
Make it look bad.
Make them look bad. Yeah, absolutely. What about verbose?
All over the place.
Complicated words.
Complicated
Sure,
words.
sure.
Just basically everything I've ever said to you. Verbose. Okay, so excellent. We are neither of this one.
That's what I said.
Let us move on to
You gotta listen to it.
this one. Abridge and expand. Abridge and expand. Decide with your group what you think
It's
abridge
giving.
and expand. Whether those are synonyms, antonyms,
Expanding
analogies.
like, you could like stretch it further like.
Alright, let's be for real. You know what expand means. A bridge. You're X,
You're
man.
literally connected.
I'm gonna say neither.
Put them together.
I'm gonna say neither.
I'm saying synonyms.
Okay? Olivia, what's your answer? Are you just gonna go with Luke says again?
We haven't had any antonyms yet. I mean, we just play that.
Not
I'm
in
gonna
the
say
last one.
antonym.
The last one's literally sophomore.
It's
It's
Oh, you guys are going
and
for
knowledge.
pictorial representation. Right.
Alright.
That looks like a whale unscathed. Okay. Okay, what do we think? Synonyms, antonyms, neither. Synonyms? Antonyms?
Definitely neither.
Definitely neither? Definitely neither?
Yeah.
Synonyms.
Synonyms?
Yeah.
Synonyms, Kyler,
Hey,
what do you
I'm just gonna be different.
Antonyms.
think? Antonyms. Okay,
They're definitely.
let me show you these sentences here. Oh, that's not right. I didn't put them on there. That's okay. That's my fault. Even grown-up people make mistakes. So
Doesn't matter.
it's okay. No, okay, so you're right. Who said antonyms? Antonyms. Do we know this word abridge?
Connect.
That's
Connect.
close. Paraphrase is close. So sometimes, like with the Count of Monte Cristo, did you guys have to read that?
No.
No, I'm a million years old. So they usually give you the abridged version, which means shortened. Okay. So with a novel's abridgment, it's typically abbreviated in some way, cut down, shortened. Whereas expand, wait, this one's familiar. What is expand?
Expand.
Bigger, longer. So yes, these are in fact antonyms.
Yeah, I say antonym.
Hey.
And lastly, discuss one more time, sophomoric and knowledgeable.
So I'm gonna say sophomoric means you're like me,
Wait,
and then knowledgeable is also like me. So I'm gonna say like synonym.
neither.
Alright, here, you're going the analogy. Complete the analogy. No research here. Funny is to humorous as hardworking is to what? So we're making a comparison here with analogies. Funny is to humorous as hardworking is to what?
Like if you're
There's your timer.
You're not gonna write this one.
overachiever.
Nope, no
Find a
research.
really good one. I feel like determined and
I like that.
what'd you say? Workaholic. Yeah, work.
30 seconds. Funny is to humorous as hardworking is to what?
Determination.
No, because it's to be a person.
Just determination.
It's describing a word.
5.
Determination better.
Because it's hardworking.
You don't call somebody determination.
Alright,
Okay, but like it's
let's see. What funny is to humorous as hardworking is to determination, dedication, consistent, difficult, determination. Ooh, disciplined. What's the second part?
Discipline, but it's the same.
Disciplined. Ambitious and determined. Can you guys pull them up again? Got a tough time. Got a lot of dedication and determination.
2 words.
Ours is pink, so you should like it more.
It is, I like discipline because I feel like what I would have chosen is diligence. So funny is to humorous as being hardworking is to being diligent. I do think team won. I do, discipline I like. Discipline. Remember, this is subjective. You may have been perfectly right, but I am the captain of this game. Okay, I think that might have been the last.
One word.
Don't blame me, but.
Okay, now it is your turn. So remember I gave you that piece of paper to start the day. You're gonna spend the next few minutes working on your exit ticket. Can you scribble on it? I prefer that you not scribble on it. I would like for you to complete your exit ticket.
Do we like use like research or do we just do ourselves?
If you need research, make sure you pick the very best word available in that research. I like that. Yeah. Let's scaffold that. If you need to, you may look up words if you need to. Okay, yes. You may look up words if you need to. If you need to use your phone, use your Chromebook. Okay, that's fine.
Sheep is total as milk is a cow.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Try any of the ones you know on your own. Make sure and do those. But yes, you may do research to help you.
viciousness. Maliciousness.
Degradation.
Wait, sheep is total as milk is cheese, not cow. The milk doesn't supply cows. Milk supplies sheep.
No. Sheep is the wool.
As
Milk is the cow.
No, that doesn't make sense.
What's wrong?
Sheep is wool as milk is the cow does not make sense.
How come?
Because the sheep is supplying the wool. The milk doesn't supply the cows.
Okay.
So I feel like
Milk doesn't. Okay. That I see what you mean.
I think it's the word order.
I
that
think
Lucas confused.
Yeah.
I think it
I would.
is
How
for-
about this? I would accept either. Because cheese would be the result of milk, the way that wool would be the result of sheep. But also, wool is the product of a sheep, the way that milk is the product of a cow. But they're both analogies, and that will be just fine.
sitting is
Follow your heart, Luke.
as far as to
Farm
is to block as far.
farm is to
Acre. Some slight.
acres.
You hear that? You hear that?
Yes.
Floor is the ceiling, as conclusion is to
It's
introduction.
Provision. Provision is a good one. Provision.
What'd you say for the last one?
I like
Okay,
decoration.
absolutely no rush on this, people, but when you are finished, before you
You
leave,
like taking
I would like for you to plop those exit tickets on my podium on your way out today. But again, no hurry, we still have a few minutes.
No, when you said
No, Antonym, look at the, bro. Look at the page.
oh, it's the same words. What'd you like?
Morality.
You know what groupie is?
What's the last one? 15.